Hello, cosmic friends, and welcome back to my channel, just Kpop Tarot, where I use the tarot cards and the oracle cards to learn only about K-pop industry, the companies, the groups, individual idols, stuff like that. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Today, I have a group reading for you guys. We are talking about the one and only BTS. In case you don't know who BTS is, I don't like to assume that everybody knows everything, so here's a little intro. BTS is a K-pop boy group that consists of 7 gentlemen. They are RM, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, B, and Jungkook. BTS debuted back on June 13, 2013. They work under Big Hit Music, which is now a subsidiary of Hybe Entertainment. Now, all of the members of BTS have completed their mandatory military service, so they're all together and working on a comeback for 2026. So for this reading, I would just focus on that, 2026. You know, if we get something beyond 2026, well, we'll let the higher powers decide that. But yeah, like I said, I will be focusing on 2026. What is 2026 gonna be like for the boys? I like to start off my readings with their current energy. So, BTS. Oh, another thing I should say is that, well, this is a group reading, so, you know, I am not going down the line with each member to see what each member has to say or something like that. No, I'm just gonna let the higher powers and, well, the members' energy come through. So, you know, if I don't talk about one member, it's not because I don't want to, it's just his energy is not present. Okay. BTS, your current energy. How is your current energy? And excuse me. What can we learn in regards, thank you, to 2026? Okay, I'll take these two. You know, I just heard a little bit crazy and sometimes upside down. I just heard that. Like I said, BTS is preparing for their comeback in 2026. So yeah, you can imagine how crazy things may feel sometimes and how, well, it may be a little chaotic. That's why they feel like they were hanging upside down. Okay. The one that came out is creativity. It came out in reverse though. So they are things that the group has an idea of what they feel like doing, but sometimes they feel like, you know what, creativity may be a little stagnant sometimes. Now, it looks like the members themselves, they have ideas. The people that make BTS possible, producer, stylists, and a bunch of others, right? I don't know all it takes to make a group possible, but all the people that make it possible for BTS to, you know, function. It looks like they are the ones lacking creativity sometimes. And I also see AI, artificial intelligence. It looks like that is something that sometimes it's being mentioned. I see the members of BTS saying, no, I do not want that. I do not want that. Some people feel that, oh, it'll be faster. And some people even say to the members of BTS, oh, come on, it'll be fun. Let's incorporate it. No. And RM, he's the leader. Yes, the leader of BTS. He himself is saying, nope, I don't want that. I don't want that shh in here. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. So let's just go with shh. I don't want that shh in here. Nope. Get that out of my face. Suga is also saying that, nope, I don't want that shh in here. I don't want it. Get it out of here. Nope, not us. In fact, I see Suga saying, if you want to be lazy, go be lazy with the other groups in Hybe. Go be lazy with them, but not in here. Okay, we have aloneness. And you know, one thing the other members are saying too, you know what, if you guys are too lazy or if you guys are lacking creativity, we might as well do it ourselves. We might as well just do this comeback ourselves. Okay, we have the outsider. We have fighting. The other members under, the hive. Did I say members? I'm sorry. The other groups. That's what I meant to say. Sorry. The other groups under the hive umbrella. They are curious about what BTS is going to bring in 2026, but at the same time, they are a little nervous. They are a little nervous because they know that, well, BTS, whether people like them or not, they have left a big mark in the industry. So they might be forgotten. That is one thing. However, here with fighting, it makes me think of the Korean expression fighting. When people, well, Korean people, right? When they say fighting, it's an encouragement. Like, you got this, go, go, you got this sort of expression. I don't know if there's an exact translation. I mean, I don't speak Korean, but, one of the few things that I have learned. So yeah, sometimes they get a little worried that, they might be ignored, but at the same time, well, they're not discouraging BTS in any way. Okay. We have letting go, success, and we have integration. Letting go, and I see Jimin. So it looks like from time to time, Jimin's all insecurities cross his mind. From time to time, okay, they're not consuming him, but from time to time, all insecurities come, and he has learned to let go of it. After all, in comparison to before, right? He's not a teenager, he's an adult. He has had life experience in that industry, so he's able to let go. Now, is he completely able to let go of every insecurity? No, he is human after all, but it looks like in comparison to before, when he was a rookie, well, he has let go of a lot of insecurities. And he feels that, you know what, no matter what people say, BTS is going to be successful. In 2026, that's where the success card comes in. Here with integration, once again though, AI, I see that AI and the members, they're completely against it. Nope. They're against it. They don't like it at all. Okay, and not just RM saying that is BS. That AI is BS. I agree with him, not gonna lie. I agree with him. You guys let me know what you think about that, but yeah. It looks like they're really trying to push that onto them, but they don't want it at all. They really don't. Okay. Let's keep looking. What else? BTS. Thank you for 2026. Okay. No, this one fell out. It says the Queen of Swords. The Nine of Wands. It looks like some people are going to try to pull they are too old for this card. And you know what? This one's catching my attention too. I'll take that one. But yeah. Of course, there's going to be fans that are going to defend them. And then, well, haters are going to hate, right? There's always haters in every fandom. There's haters of every group. But it looks like some people are going to be saying, BTS is quote unquote too old. Jeez, if that's being old. Golly, it's crazy. But at the same time, I am not surprised because let's be honest, and K-pop companies are leaning more towards teenagers and children. So yeah, I would not be surprised if they are trying to, put down BTS by calling them old men. Old men dancers. I just heard that. Old men dancers. And yeah. We have the Hangman and the Hermit. And it looks like from time to time, the members themselves are going to feel like, really? We are considered old? So I mean, obviously they are aware that they're not teenagers, right? They are very aware of that, but at the same time, it's like, dang, really? If we are considered old, then our parents are probably ancient. But at the same time, here with the Hermit, I hear them saying, you know what, it's fine. We'll be the first old man boy group out there. We'll be the first to do that as well. So, hey, suck it up. Yeah. It looks like BTS is gonna, well, yeah, they're gonna hear the insults, but at the same time, they're gonna make fun of those people insulting them, which good for them. This deck caught my attention. Let's see, what do you wanna say? And you know what? This one is catching my attention. Let's see. Mythos. Preparing the body, mind, spirit. Well, now that, you know, they're preparing, excuse me, they're preparing for their comeback. Yes, you know, I see them working out. I see them dancing, practicing. But at the same time, I also see them like relaxing while they still can, right? I still see them relaxing. They would not like to go as hardcore as they did in the past. Because, well, they feel that they earned it. They can take it a little bit slower. And by hardcore, I mean like, you know, too many shows at once, traveling to too many places and stuff like that. That's what they mean. Like, okay, we don't have to do all of that anymore because, well, I hear, thank God, whoever God is to them. I think we all know by now that there's more than one religion, right? And more than one God, and not just like the Christian God. So whoever God is to these gentlemen, they're saying, you know what, thank God we don't gotta do that anymore because we earned it. We have the prestige, whether people like it or not. We have the respect of the industry as well. I mean, yeah, you know, there's still people that are going to make fun of them, insult them and stuff like that, but they have that weight. That prestigious weight that says, no, we are not doing that. Okay, a tidy house, clarity and organization. Okay, I see Jungkook with this. Unfortunately for this gentleman, well, a few months ago there was a Chinese psycho fan that tried to break into his home, and she had zero consequences, which is so dumb. And I think like a few days back there was another one, or they were two. I cannot remember if it was one or two crazy psycho fan, but once again, for Jungkook, his house is a place of clarity and organization. It's a place of peace. And then there's times he feels like, you know what, this home is not feeling like a home. Yeah, these psychos have destroyed that, you know, that peacefulness that you're supposed to feel at your home. There are times he thinks about moving, but at the same time he's thinking, move where? Because once again, these psychos somehow, right, they find him. They find his home. And unfortunately, allegedly, he feels that there are people in Hive, in big hit music, that are selling not just his information, but the other members' information as well. So what can he do? So yeah, there are times his home is not a home for him. Oh, Jungkook. Okay. We have Fortune's Wheel, luck and right timing. Luck and right timing. Timing in the month of February comes to mind. I don't know if BTS has announced a specific date, so it could be that or a special event happening in February. But yeah, February comes to mind. You guys let me know. I mean, I know of BTS, but I don't really follow them. So you guys let me know. Next card, Eye of the Needle, intentionality. And we have Crown Games, right use of power. Right use of power. And you know what? Those edits that people make, the fans make, they do see them. Sometimes they're fun. Sometimes they're very fun because I see the members laughing, you know, as they're scrolling in their phone or computer or whatever. So there are times, sorry, there are times they watch them and they're amused by them. However, once again, AI, when people are using AI to, and it's mostly psycho women, right? That, you know, they have themselves and then they have one of the members of BTS come and hug them or kiss them. Or sometimes they make the members like kiss each other. That, they don't like that. Yeah, BTS really does not like AI at all. Maybe they will be okay, and this is a maybe. Maybe they will be okay if it was actually helping people, but from their point of view, it's not. It's really not. Whether you're in the, you know, K-pop industry, artsy industry, or just regular office people, they feel that, nah, it's not helping. They don't like it. Okay. This deck is catching my attention, so let's see. What do you want to tell us about BTS? Okay, we have the Death card. And I just heard New Beginning. Oh, look at that. We have the Sun card. Oh, interesting. Okay, in the beginning we had Success. Fortune's Wheel is basically the Wheel of Fortune in this deck. We had the Death card, and after the Death card we had the Sun card. So yeah, yes, you know, there's people hating, people sometimes against them, but overall 2026 is looking pretty well for them. Okay. What else do we got? We have the Four of Pentacles. And the Ace of Swords, well, talking about people that are against them. It looks like some people in Hive, in Big Hit, they're saying, you know what, the budget for their comeback or for music video as well. You know what, let's make something simple. At the end of the day, well, you guys are BTS. People are gonna eat it up no matter what. Just look at what happens with Blackpink. I would say Blackpink is the equivalent of BTS when it comes to success, right? Look, Blackpink only had one song. The video was criticized, but people still watched it. They still listen. They still stream. But BTS is against it. They're like, no, sir or madam. No, we're not doing that. Let's put effort. And once again, keep AI. Keep AI out of here. We don't like that. We don't want that. And if you don't want to spend money on the budget, then that money better be going to our pocket. There we go. Pocket. It better be going into our pocket. Because what the hell did we work so hard for if you guys are going to be cheap now? Sheesh. Some people are just stingy all around, huh? But once again, people feel that, well, BTS is now a great band. We can do a half effort in here. We can put half the energy and people are still going to eat it up, whether they like BTS or not. But no, Mr. RM, the leader, once again, he's saying, no. Our fans, they have been waiting. They have been loyal. They have been waiting for our return, so let's give them something that, you know, they'll talk about until the end of time. Let's not make a half effort here. And you know what? The people that became fans when we were in the military, well, let's also give them, and possible new fans, let's give them something good. Let's give them something good. Okay. Now this deck is catching my attention. Some tarot readers like to use one deck. I like to use several. So let's see, what do you want to say when it comes to BTS? Thank you. Okay, this one wants to come out too. We'll take it. Oh, there were two in here. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we have conjunction, fusion, and energy. Okay, well, BTS always gives their all, right? They always give their all. Whether the song was, you know, a high energy song or whether it was a slow song, they gave it their all. And you know what? They also want to bring something new, because fusion and energy, I also keep hearing new energy. So yes, they want to give enough to, once again, the old fans, the moment they hear them, they know, oh, that's BTS. I remember that. But at the same time, they want to give them something different. Wait. Okay, we have Saturn. Limits and lessons. Once again, not pushing too hard, not overdoing it. You know, in the past, well, they didn't really had a choice, right? Pretty much K-pop idols, they don't have a choice. The company basically owns you. Okay, so if they tell you go on a diet, you go on a diet even if you're starving. If you don't feel good and they want you to perform, you do. And they don't care if you get 8 hours of sleep or 8 minutes of sleep, right? Now that, once again, that they earned it, I mean, HYBE was created because of BTS. So, you know, they went through the nightmare. From what I can see from their point of view, the rookie years were a nightmare. So they went through that nightmare. And now with this comeback, they're saying, well, let's do our best, but at the same time, let's not push it. Let's not. We remember how it felt in the past. Well, let's do the opposite of what they made us do in the past with this return. We have Gemini, the communicative. Well, there's definitely more communication between the members of BTS compared to the past. And I'm not saying they didn't get along in the past, but once again, there was some communication, but at the same time, I see some of the members, Jin and B, Jungkook, sometimes like wanting to say, you know, whatever it is that needed to be said, but they would not say it. Because they felt that, you know what, in the end, it's not going to matter. We can talk about ourselves, but at the end of the day, we have to answer to the company. So it looks like there's less of that. There's more communication. Everybody says what they have to say. We have sextile, chance and opportunity. And we have 12th house, spirituality and art. Spirituality. And I see a lot of prayers. I see a lot of people praying here. And I just heard it comes with age. It comes with age. So it looks like, well, in their own way, of course, right? In their own way, it looks like they're also, well, the members are connecting with the higher powers in their own way compared to their youth. Okay, art, and once again, no AI. I keep hearing that, no AI. They really don't want artificial intelligence near them. Here with chance and opportunity, it looks like, well, sometimes the members of BTS think of possibly dating, eventually getting married. Now that they are done with their military service, now they have allowed themselves to think of that possibility. Maybe, you know, it's somebody from the industry. Maybe, you never know. It could be fans. It's rare, but it has happened. Maybe that's why, you know, psychos are that insistent, because it has happened in the past where celebrities have married fans. So they're probably thinking, oh, I'll be the one, right? But nobody's in a hurry, okay? None of the 7 members? Yes, 7 members. Like I said, I don't follow BTS, so none of the 7 members, they're in a hurry. They're not. They're taking their time, day by day, a step at a time. And yeah, I see 2026 being very prosperous for them. I don't see them flopping. I do see awards, okay? Definitely. There's going to be awards for them. It looks like from time to time they're thinking, well, are we really going to go to all of the award ceremonies and stuff like that? Some of the members are saying, probably not. Probably not. But once again, it's probably. I don't really see BTS being in the mood of going to award shows and stuff like that. I mean, from my understanding, award shows, they're very long. And in a way, also, BTS feels like, you know what, the awards, they don't mean as much as they did before. Right now, it's mostly to show off, but their significance, to them at least, it feels like it has been lost. And the Sun card, once again, is catching my attention. So, yeah, it looks like 2026 is going to be a good year for them. They definitely want to bring something new, a different type of energy. But at the same time, they want to keep some things here and there so that way it feels familiar for the old fans that have been waiting for them. And, well, they hope that the newer fans, that they enjoy it. And that is all that I am picking up here when it comes to BTS. So you guys let me know what you think in the comments below. If you made it this far, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for supporting the channel, guys. I'm surprised with how much this channel has grown. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you. I wish you guys the best. I wish BTS the best. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.